Hey everybody, it's Wednesday afternoon and it's time for another episode of Do-It-Yourself Home Repair by Ken. So today we're going to be working on a new project for a problem we had over the holidays. So I'll show you what that project is. So we have the oven you can see here. We did a self-cleaning on it, and during the self-cleaning we had a power failure and then it came back on, and now the problem is you turn the oven on and there's no heat, but the fan and everything else is working. So we think the thermostat on the back of the oven is probably burned out. That burned out during the cleaning process. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna pop the oven out of the wall. We're gonna get the thermostat off the back, test that, see if that's the problem. And if so, I've got a replacement one I can pop on there and we'll see if that will work. So stay tuned, check back in with me in a little bit when I'll have it out of the wall, and I'll show you what I'm doing on the back of the stove. Hey everybody, okay, I'm back already. So pretty quick to get the stove, so I'm gonna show you here real quick. As you can see, I've got the stove out of the oven, actually pretty quick. So I went down, turned the circuit breaker off, popped it out, took the backing off, and now we're down to isolate where the problem is. So the one on the right, that's the thermostat right here that was on the stove, mounted in this spot right here. And this is the one that I bought, the new one. So what we've got now is I've got my multimeter out, as you can see, and I've got it set on the least amount of ohms of resistance. So we're gonna check to see if there's continuity going through the system. So here we go. We're gonna show the new one here first. What I'm gonna do is just connect these two, and we'll see on the multimeter here what we get. So give me 1 second. So as you can see, I've connected the two as such. And you can see we're getting some movement on the meter, which tells me, sorry, I'm trying to do two things at once here. Hold these two things in my hand. There we go. Yeah, so you can see there, the multimeter is moving just ever so slightly. I'm gonna get it timed. There we go. See how, so that tells me there's some resistance there, which means this one's good. And we'll check the one that was in the stove and we'll see. And if the display doesn't move, then we know it's a bad thermostat. So you can see no movement at all as I connect. So we know this is actually a bad thermostat. So this little thermostat right here, which is about a $50 item, I know, crazy, but that's what it is, should fix the problem and cause the, which is causing the heat not to come on because it can't regulate the temperature. So here we go. We're gonna install that beauty back on the back of the oven, pop it back in, turn it back on, and I'll give you an update and show you whether the stove's working or not in just a few minutes. Okay, so we've reassembled everything and we are now in the testing phase, and so let's check it out. And as you can see, we're heating up nicely. We're up to 200 degrees. I just turned it on at 4 o'clock. It's been on for just a couple minutes, so per normal. And if I open it up, you'll just have to take my word. There's some heat coming out of there. So looks like everything is good to go. The stove is back to working normally. So really easy. That was probably a 15, maybe 20-minute job. Part cost just a little over $50. Had to wait a little while for shipping, but so again, this is a really easy project you can do at home. You don't need to hire a repairman to do. You could easily assess that and do that pretty quick. So note to self too, on this oven, it's probably got a failure when you try to use the cleaning function. So it's probably a defect in the model. This is an older oven, so there's no warranty or anything. So we'll just have to know not to use the cleaning feature on the oven anymore, because that will burn that thermostat out. So the good news is quick fix, easy to do, and it's working fine. Bad news is I've got no excuse on why I can't cook dinner for my wife tonight. So hope everybody has a great day.